from Punk Rock Factory. Join us live on the Chris Collins Show, Millennial Talk Show. Also check out our brand new podcast series, Off the Fret, featuring the Blowies as our inaugural guest. More music talk out now wherever you listen to your podcast. We don't judge. But as we wait for this young cat to join us all the way out from South Wales, I know he's connecting. We got Peach with us. That's what's up. That's what's groovy. How you doing, fam? I know he's getting the audio.
There you are.
It is. What's good? Can you hear us? We can hear you.
Sorry, I was a little bit busy.
Hey, it's all good. We appreciate you doing this for us because we understand that you're in South Wales at 6 p.m. your time or 6:30 p.m. your time, and it's 10:30 a.m. in SoCal, fam. But let's get this off to, let's just get the party rolling. Punk Rock Factory isn't your typical punk rock band. I mean, you guys even describe yourselves as, not my words, your words, 4 idiots making DIY punk rock covers. So who in the group... Yeah. So who in the group had the idea to start covering classic 90s childhood memories?
That was actually Ben, our bassist, with the one with the big old beard.
A bigger beard than yours?
Bigger, way bigger.
Is that to keep you warm? Because in England, it's like summertime and it's still raining.
If we're talking dirt, Ben wins every time.
I love it.
Well, Peach, when I was a kid growing up, my older brother Casey started collecting Disney soundtracks, making me a fanatic with collecting records. I mean, did you have a similar experience? Were you one of those guys that started collecting Disney soundtracks to influence your musical career, or was it more of just your bassist?
Definitely not the Disney thing. The Disney just totally came about by chance, to be honest. We did one Disney song and everyone loved it, so we thought, you know what, shit, we gotta do Disney.
So where did the Disney influence come from? Because I know you guys did that on your first record. So why was that major film studio company the one eye that Punk Rock Factory was like, we knew that that's what we wanted to tackle since day one?
Well, it started off, we did Just Can't Wait to Be King because the new version of Lion King, the movie, was coming out. That's why we did that one. And then it went up on TikTok and people loved it. People were all over the whole.
I mean, I remember when I first saw you guys on Instagram, and then when, we had, a fly that let us know what's good. Like, hey, we got Punk Rock Factory here. Can we make this happen? And I'm a huge fan of you guys. So I was beyond stoked that we're even doing this right now, fam. And the reason why I want to let the people know what's good is because you got a brand new record out. It's phenomenal. It's called Masters of the Universe. And Punk Rock Factory takes on 21 classic TV theme songs, including Author, Saved by the Bell, The Flintstones, Goof Troop, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Pokemon, Power Rangers, and many more. And you guys, we're about to be playing your latest music video, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And it must have been a tough decision to decide out of the 21 tracks which one's going to become the first single or the first released music video. So why Power Rangers?
Well, Power Rangers it's probably the one that, apart from Pokemon, that is probably the most like a real song. Because all the others, they're so short, because it's just TV theme tunes. Some of them are not even a minute and a half long. So, for the first ones that we put out had to be ones that almost resembled real tracks. Do you know what I mean?
That's so true. And who's the biggest fan in the group? I mean, is it you, or is it, does no one really know?
Power Rangers? Power Rangers, to be honest with you, Power Rangers is a little bit after us. Like, we were very much Thundercats, He-Man, Ghostbusters, Turtles, that kind of era. And then sort of the Power Rangers and Pokemon were a little bit after.
Thundercats were the best.
But all I can say is, Peach, us fans, me kid, I grew up in 93. We appreciate you for covering the Power Rangers, whether that wasn't necessarily in your time frame. But let's show the CCS family what's good. We got that music video right here. This is Punk Rock Factory's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Yes, what's good? That is Punk Rock Factory. We got Peach with us, but I just want to remind the listening audience that you are listening to Strike a Chord, where if you physically or digitally pick up that record, you're going to know these tracks. And I just got to say, Peach, Benj, Ryan, and Cobb, God damn, you guys are shredding it in that music video. That is so cool. I just absolutely love it, man.
I wish that was the original theme to Go-Go
I know
Power
exactly.
Rangers.
It literally sounds
so much cooler.
There's not too many bands that can create covers that actually killed the original music. How does that feel, Peach, to be able to do exactly what you guys just did with the Power Rangers?
It's pretty wild, man. I mean, we agonize over every little detail. So, you know, we do put a lot of time and effort into it. So we like to make the music as much ours as we can, but still kind of referencing the original. So
I think that's so cool, man. And Peach, I think what people need to realize with Punk Rock Factory is you guys rehearse, you write, record, mix, master, and film everything in one dedicated space that hardcore fans know as the Sausage Factory. And how did this idea come to be? Because I wish more artists were doing this. I feel like the only band that I know that are doing this kind of extent is Trivium, where they're starting their like airplane hangar, and then you guys got the Sausage Factory. How did this idea come to be? Because obviously you guys had this idea way before COVID kicked in, correct?
Yeah. We've been doing this for a while now. I mean, it's a bit of a weird one. Just you don't need a record label. The purpose of a record label really is just to front the cash. You know, so you can do everything yourself as long as you kind of know what you're doing. So, you know, in-house, you know, Cobb and his partner, they're great with the videos and the marketing and the photography and everything. Cobb had the studio made, so we use that. And we just do everything ourselves. Like you don't like. I mean, from a business point of view, we're not sharing money with anyone. Then everything that we do is ours, and nobody else has to touch it. You know.
And that's so true. And I think you're hitting right on the head exactly what my next question is, where, you know, you guys are, you know, grown massive success on TikTok and Instagram, promoting videos around the world that millennials are gravitating towards. And what's your advice to young bands pursuing music? Is it, you know, playing as many live shows as you possibly can? Is it creating covers or keeping a strong social media presence?
Social media presence is huge. That's going to be the key. I mean, covers are such a good idea. They're amazing. Like, it doesn't matter who's listening. Chances are they're going to know the song, so instantly they're going to connect rather than having to sit there and learn a song or get used to a song. You know, covers work. I mean, even if you want to be an original band, you know, if you want things to take off, go for like the viral hits. Go for stuff that people are going to listen to, and they're going to go, "These guys are amazing. What else have they got?" And then you've already got them. You're already there. You need that social media presence. You need that angle for people who are going to listen or potentially going to listen to want to listen more. Like, people aren't just going to, if you're an original fan, people aren't just going to search for you and listen to you. You need that, you know, you need something to bring them in.
You need that extra kick, and we love that, fam. And I know you guys are about to be touring real soon in the UK, actually this month. And I want to remind the listening audience that tickets are on sale today. So if you're watching this over out there in the UK and Europe, go ahead and get your tickets right now so you can go and see those viral videos that live in person with Punk Rock Factory. And we're about to be playing this track right now. It's one of my favorite movies out there. That's the only reason why I'm biased and chose this song. But it's also a really phenomenal track. We're playing Life is a Highway from Pixar's film Cars. And Punk Rock Factory, you guys already got 70,000 monthly streams on Spotify and climbing, and you guys got over 100,000 streams all together with YouTube and Apple Music, etc. That is so bitchin', and you guys are going to understand why, because check it out for yourself.
That you travel along when there's one day here and the next day's gone. Sometimes you bend and sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. There's a world outside every darkened door, the blues won't hurt you anymore. Where the brave are free and the lovers soar, come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate to break down the garden gate. There's not much time left today. Yeah, life is a highway. I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long.
Through all these cities and all these towns, it's in my blood and it's all around. I love you now like I loved you then. This is the road and these are the hands. From Ocean Peak to the Memphis nights, the Cabo Pass and Vancouver lights. Knock me down and back up again. You're in my blood, I'm not a lonely man. There's no road I can hold, a road so rough, this I know. I'll be there when the light comes in. Tell 'em we're survivors. Life is a highway. I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Life is a highway. I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long.
There was a distance between you and a misunderstanding once, but now we look it in the eye. There ain't no load that I can't hold, a road so rough, yeah, this I know. I'll be there when the light comes in, tell 'em we're survivors, yeah. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. Yeah, come on, yeah, if you're going my way, I wanna ride it all night long. Yeah, woo!
Yeah, that's what's good. That is Punk Rock Factory, and that is their song "Life Is a Highway" from Pixar's film Cars. I want to remind the listening audience that you're listening to Strike a Chord, where if you physically or digitally pick up that record, you're gonna know these tracks. So we got vocalist and guitarist Peach with us from Punk Rock Factory. And you know what, Peach? I am curious. I know that Punk Rock Factory is currently already in the process of making new music. When you've already just released your record like last week, I find that really groovy. You guys are like a modern day Rolling Stone, in my
How it should
opinion.
be.
That
Always
it really should be that way. And has the band considered making original music beyond the DIY covers?
Many times, man. Many times.
But why haven't you guys pushed it then? What's holding you guys back from wanting to create original music? Because I know hardcore fans like myself, we know that there's so much potential there. When are we going to hear some original music from you guys?
I mean, up until Punk Rock Factory, in separate bands, we've always done originals, always.
I know that. Come on, I know that. But I'm talking about Punk Rock Factory. Are you guys gonna like change your guys' name and hide under a guise, kind of like what Foo Fighters did recently with their like disco album? Are you guys gonna do something like that, of that kind of nature? I mean, I would love to hear original music, or let's say, for example, because I did notice watching one of your guys' Sasha's Factory of live videos, one of the band members was wearing a T-shirt with the band that I love, Ice Nine Kills. And I know that you know that band. You're very familiar with them, so I'm sure you know where I'm going with this. Have you considered creating music around themes around classic films that don't necessarily have lyrics to them? Because I know you guys even had instrumentals that you were like, man, I wish that we threw them on the record, but there's no lyrics to it. Have you considered putting your own spin to it and putting lyrics on some of these classic songs instead?
These albums is something that is probably going to be an ongoing theme, so I wouldn't rule anything out. Originals is something that we may explore at some point, but for the time being, I mean, our core audience is there for what we do at the minute. So we're not going to change the recipe just yet. But never rule it out.
But I guess we can say the Punk Rock Factory hasn't ruled that out. And, you know, I have to ask this question before we play the next track, because I saw this in an interview and I wanted to follow it up because I wasn't sure whether you were bullshitting or not. And give it to me straight, okay? Because is it true that Punk Rock Factory is possibly planning a collaboration with Craig Mabbitt from Escape the Fate? Is that happening?
It was talked about on the Disney album.
Okay.
As far as we know, he's still up for it at some point. So again, we've got a couple. AJ from Lit was also supposed to be on the Disney album as well, but he didn't get into the studio in time, so we had to go without. But
absolutely. No, I get it. I just get it. I think that's so cool. I know you guys even partnered up with Bowling for Soup, and even in the song that we just played, that was Estrella from Zebra Head. So you guys, you know, obviously other bands are gravitating towards you guys, and clearly we see it. And I want to let the CCS family know what's good, because we're going to be playing you your music video from The Little Mermaid.
The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things surround you. What more is you looking for? Under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Up on the shore they work all day, out in the sun they slave away, while we devote full time to floating under the sea. Down here all the fish is happy, as off through the waves they roll. The fish on the land ain't happy, they sad cause they in their bowl. But fish in the bowl is lucky, they in for a worse of fate. One day when the box gets hungry, guess who's gonna be one damn place? Under the sea, under the sea. Nobody beats us, fry us and eat us in fricassee. We want the land folks love to cook, under the sea we off the hook. We got no troubles, life is the bubbles under the sea. Under the sea, since life is sweeter, we got the beach here naturally. Even the sturgeon and the ray, they get the urge to start and play. We got the spirit
have to go that Peach, all music sounds better as punk rock. Like, I don't care what it is. You make it punk rock, it's better.
Amazing. And you know what? And Peach, let the CCS family know what's good. Where can they follow Punk Rock Factory on social media?
So you'll catch us on everything. We're at Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on TikTok. Search for Punk Rock Factory. We're the only ones. If you want to stream, we're on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, whatever it is you use, we're there.
You guys gotta follow him. You gotta follow Punk Rock Factory. You are in for a treat. You only got a little. I only threw a little bit of salt on the steak. Now you gotta eat it. Go and check out Punk Rock Factory. It's what's good. Peach, thank you again for joining the Chris College Show, Millennial Talk Show, and hopefully we can talk with you again in the future real soon. Thanks for joining us all the way from South Wales. So cool. I love having these across the pond conversations. Have a good one, my friend.